Welcome to Agents Unfiltered, where you get to see behind the scenes, behind the agents, and behind the market. And we might have a few laughs along the way. Welcome back to Agents Unfiltered, and today we have some new guests. We have Katie, who's in our property management division, and a senior property manager with us. And we have Naomi, who was a senior property manager with us and is now a BDM and taking care of new business coming in. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
How are you? Got a few things that we want to touch on today, but tell me, to start off with, Katie, why real estate?
Oh, God.
Think back.
Honestly, it just kind of fell into my lap.
Yeah?
I was working in hospitality. A girl I knew, she's looking for a receptionist.
Yep.
And I applied, got the job.
So you just came in through front office, like through reception?
Yeah.
Yep. And then progressed from there into a property officer position.
Well, no, I just literally got thrown into the deep end. The property manager
That's
just
the way, isn't it?
walked off the job one day and I put my hand up.
Yeah, well done.
And then just from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how long now?
We are 2012, so 14 years.
14 years.
Yep.
All in pretty much reception, property management, but pretty much
Well, yeah, like little jobs. Like I did like an office manager job at my old job and like a sales admin.
Yeah.
But mostly property management.
Yeah, good stuff. And yourself, Naomi?
So
real estate.
I initially wanted to do law. So I was studying
really?
law, and then I wanted to get a paralegal job just to get my foot into the door, and all of them needed reception experience. So I ended up getting a receptionist job at a real estate, and after like 2 months was promoted into property management and has stayed there ever since.
Really? So what were you studying law? Or did you just drop your courses and went on to the real estate courses, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
much.
Okay.
Yep.
So what made you make that transition in your mind that you wanted to stay in real estate? You remember?
I just liked it, and just the,
How do you feel about that now, that decision?
I probably regret it.
I think most people after about 10 years or 12 years in property management, it's like, why am I doing this?
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, well.
Definitely.
So what's the love about it? Lady?
I guess like I'm an empathetic person, so I like to help. So that's kind of why I do it.
Well, that flows through from your work. Like
Yeah.
we see you in the office when I think you ride the ups and downs of your landlords. You actually ride the wave with them.
I try to.
Which is, some degree you're taking on probably more than you should, emotionally, but
Sure.
essentially that's what your landlords love about you because you're right there with them. You tend to ride that wave with them, and they know they got someone that basically cares. I mean,
For sure. Like to think so.
doesn't everybody want someone to help them that
Yeah.
effectively gives a shit?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Definitely.
And what's the hate part? Have you got anything that you want to share with us about?
Conflict is not my favorite thing in the world.
Yep.
But I mean, it's part of the job, right? So.
Yep. So conflict where you've got to
Well, I guess it's just
enforce some legislation.
exactly.
People don't like
There's
it.
so many different personalities when it comes to, I guess, different people's different perspective on things. So I guess we've got to follow the rules. Also, you kind of have your emotional attachment to certain things as well. That you feel sorry for a landlord or a tenant. You want the landlord to do the right thing. You want the tenant to do the right thing. You just want to make sure everyone's doing the right thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But
and when that doesn't go the right
Exactly.
direction, it feels like
right.
conflict and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And yourself, you made the transition from property management after how many years?
17 years.
Into BDM.
Yeah.
Why? Tell me why. I mean, you've both got kids, and you try and I watch you guys manage balance carry around and
favorite
work
word,
and all the rest. Yeah, balance.
Yeah.
Work-life balance. What a lot of shit.
Mm.
All my work-life chaos
Yeah.
is, and I don't know how you do it, to be honest. Like it's, us guys have probably got it a whole lot easier when it comes to that side of things, and the ladies that have to work got so much responsibility on their shoulders. But you've got 4 kids now?
4 children.
And,
Yep.
and you manage. So you made the transition from property management to BDM.
Yes.
Why did you do? Was it sick of property management, or you wanted a new challenge, or what is it?
Definitely a new challenge. I think it was also hard being in property management for so long, and just the amount of changes as well that has happened in that time. But I do like to see, the benefits of the relationships that I'm building, and also, watching people succeed in property and investing.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Well, let me explain to everyone. BDM, for everyone out there, is a business development manager. I probably should have done that at the start, Jess. I didn't sort of introduce it, but BDM
Probably.
BDM is a business development manager and someone who helps landlords make, like new landlords make the transition into investing and getting their property on the market and handing it over to wonderful people like Katie, who then puts her wholehearted effort into looking after it, and then also helps people transition from one poor relationship with an agent maybe into the hands of another agent, hopefully
correct.
being us, of course.
Yeah.
So that's, do you find that more flexible with your home life?
Definitely.
Rather than the 9 to 5 of,
Yeah.
so you can do a lot of things from home and chasing people up and like being a salesperson, really?
Yeah, exactly. So you've got that flexibility, but you're also getting the extra reward for it as well.
Yep.
And you don't mind having those extra phone calls on your days off because you're benefiting from it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a salesperson.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, well, we got the basis right. So how many properties should a property manager really manage, Katie? Like, this, to me, this is one of the key things for a landlord that they should ask. They don't ask. Would you agree with that? That they, when they go to an agency, it could be an agency where the property manager is literally managing too many properties, so they're spread so thin.
Yeah, 100%.
And what do you think is a comfortable level for an experienced property manager?
I don't know. I feel like it probably varies with different people, but maybe, I don't know, somewhere along the lines of 150.
Yep.
Maybe.
Per person?
Yeah, per person.
Yep. As an average?
Yeah, if
Yep.
they're a bit more experienced or easy to manage properties, maybe a little bit more.
So should landlords be asking that question? Is that on a BDM side, Naomi? Is that something a landlord?
Yeah, definitely. You want to know how many properties your property manager is managing, plus the support that they've got around them. So, if they've got a property officer who's doing like accounts, if there's a BDM involved, or if their property manager is doing that as well, if there's a compliance officer looking after compliance, or is that property manager doing absolutely everything, including the leasing, showing of the properties, inspections, all of that as well.
Yep. Okay. So leasing teams. So basically, is there anything else a landlord should know about? Like, what should they be asking? How many properties? Is it experience important?
Oh, 100%. I definitely believe so. Yeah.
The most important.
Yeah, the most important for sure.
So how would a landlord go about dissecting an agency before they put one of their life's largest investment in their hands? What are some of the questions they should ask?
Oh, I guess simply just asking the question of, how many years experience do you have?
Yep. The team?
Yeah.
Team.
They're essentially interviewing that property manager as to, what they're expecting. So the experience, the support around them, their systems that they've got in place as well, because that's really important.
So we're not, I don't know if anyone's probably realised this, but we're talking about a lot of things outside of fees.
Yeah.
And usually with a landlord, or a new landlord, they just start off with fees.
Very focused on that. Yeah.
And look, we get that. We get that people want to pay as least as possible, but you've also got a large investment there.
Yeah. And that's the thing as well. Like when you're going out and purchasing a TV or a car, you're looking at all the specs and seeing what you're actually getting for your money. But why are you not doing that when you're talking about your, biggest investment, which is a property over $1 million, with somebody else looking after it? Yeah.
And as far as the mistakes that landlords might make in that selection process, what mistakes are they making? Like, is it fees? They're chasing fees and not. What other mistakes are they making around either selecting agent or throughout the management of it? What do you see, Katie, on a day-to-day basis where you see landlords making, like, we don't want to pick on landlords here, but
yeah, of course.
What decisions they're making where they're focused on the small thing but missing the big thing? Well, can you give me any examples of that?
I guess a lot of the time, I mean, let's just say it doesn't happen often, but every now and then you do lose a management, I guess, to somebody else. And majority of the time, the reason is because the fees are much lower than what I'm currently charging.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess my experience, not willing to give them what they're going to get somewhere else. So I guess in respect to the fees.
Yeah.
So you're going to get what you pay for at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, it's an old saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
You do get what you pay for, and life tends to teach you that lesson.
100%.
Yeah.
You don't just purely want to look at that fee. You want to see what you're actually getting for that fee. So, the experience that you're getting, how well they can communicate, really they're that middle person that's going to be the one doing the negotiating and the conflict resolution as well.
Yep.
So you want to make sure you've got the best person to do that for you. They do say, the person that picks the cheapest fee might actually be the most expensive decision.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Let me pause on that.
Sorry.
The person with the cheapest fee, no, because it's really good. It's really powerful, actually. It's really, that's an eye-opener. It's the cheapest fee can be the most expensive decision.
I'm going to use that.
Yeah. You're going to use that, Jess?
100%.
You like that one, do you?
Good job, Naomi.
Well, look, it's not a catchphrase. It actually
How
has
much will it cost you in the long run? That's
Yeah.
basically what it means.
Yeah, well, like it's one of the most important. It's profound, even though you're going to use it, and we like that saying. It's actually quite profound. I mean, give me an example, either of you or Katie. What when you say cost you, what can it cost the landlord to have an agent without the experience to manage through a problem, like going to tribunal, all that sort of stuff? Like, what can it cost?
Well, technically, I've had circumstances where I guess I've gained a management from somewhere else, but the previous property became trashed by the tenant that they had living there. And the agent didn't really do much to help that situation. I feel like if you're managing the property well, you're doing your inspections and communicating with your tenant frequently, you shouldn't have any of those kind of situations.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, it can cost thousands, right?
Yeah.
So, what is an agent's fee? Like an agent's fee, let's talk an average in this area, it's probably, $30, $40, $50 a week.
Yeah.
And you add that up for 10 or 20 weeks, we're talking $500 to $1,000. But a problem with a tenant can cost $5,000 to $10,000 in a
sure.
very short time frame.
Yeah.
Would that be accurate?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Now we all try and have insurance as well, and sometimes insurance companies, they're with the wrong insurance company.
Yep.
It doesn't cover it all. They've got misconceptions about what they're covered for, and they don't get half the time they don't get half the money back. Would that be fair to say?
Correct. And a lot of the time, other agents aren't doing the right processes, so you're not getting that insurance money back. It's actually void.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because they don't even apply for the claim properly.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Or they don't have their right, documentation from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's shift a gear a little bit. I want to know, you've both been in the industry quite some time, what is your most embarrassing moment in real estate?
Oh, I was fearing this question.
I don't know if I really have one.
No?
No, I don't.
No?
No.
Nothing? You've not walked in on a property at the wrong time and no?
No, I haven't. I've heard of the people doing things like had a property manager walk in on someone, I guess, on a sex swing, but like,
Oh, no.
yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But that wasn't like this job. It was like a previous job, but I haven't, unfortunately, luckily, haven't had any weird things like that.
How would you react?
Have you not stacked it? Like
Oh,
walk through a glass door?
no, I haven't.
Definitely been that many. A lot inappropriate. That probably can't be told, but yeah.
What about yourself, Naomi?
So a previous agency, there was an open home. The owner was living in the property at the time, and we were doing open homes around him. So he was advised of the open home time, but when the agent turned up to do the open home, this owner was actually in the spa with a friend, just having some alone time.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So there was about 10 people at that open home as well. So
Oh,
quite embarrassing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you manage that?
Well, the thing is, you've let them know how many times of the open home as well. So the onus is kind of on them, really.
Sort of ignore it. Just keep going and ignore it.
No.
One outside.
Yeah. We needed to wait a while.
Yeah, right. Wow, that's pretty interesting. I've had a couple myself, but yeah, we won't go there today.
Did you just demonstrate this is what you can do in the spa?
Oh, don't.
And moving on to the other. What did you actually say though?
No, well, it wasn't me, but it's shocking. Like the agent, I think, just said, sorry, we'll be out the front type.
Oh, this was somebody else. You weren't there yourself.
No,
Okay,
okay,
sorry, I missed that part.
No. But that's why it's very important to knock, even if you know or think the owner or tenant or somebody is not going to be home.
So all new starters out there in real estate, knock, make a lot of noise. I was actually trained at a very young age in real estate to do the knocking.
Yeah.
And then open the door and make a lot of noise outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
done that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then as you walk in down the hallway,
Yeah.
make more noise,
Yeah.
stomp your feet, say hello. Anyone there? That
Yeah.
sort of thing. Yeah.
Well, I did have an embarrassing one as well, where I did all of that. I knocked and I was loud because it was an elderly lady. So she was hearing impaired, and I knew that. So I was extra loud. And I was like, I'm coming in now to do the inspection. But then I could like hear these noises. So I was like, are you okay? And I thought she had fallen or something. But I've like walked into the bathroom and she was actually sitting on the toilet.
Oh.
So then I've like, was like, I'm just going to step outside. And I was waiting outside and then she comes out of the bathroom and then she still didn't hear me. Even though I'm like, hi, it's Naomi from the real estate. And then I like got this close to her and then she's like, oh, you scared me.
Yeah, wow.
I'm glad she didn't realize what happened before.
It'd be a hard situation to get through, to manage.
Yes.
Wouldn't
Yes.
want to be into that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so just in the industry, how's the industry evolved in the last 10 or 20 years? What have you seen has changed? I mean, to begin with, it was just all paperwork, and now it's sort of a lot of digital. But what have you seen changed?
It's so much more in depth now and so much more involved. Like before, you were collecting rent, you maybe did a routine inspection every now and again, you do your ingoing, and that was kind of it. Whereas now there's just so much more involved in regards to compliance and legislation and, conflict resolution and
We have to cover ourselves a lot more, I think, as well.
risk.
Like risk management.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more detailed, a lot more photos.
So would you say property managers are doing a whole lot more than what they used to?
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
And do you think the number of managements that they can actually manage effectively has dropped because of that?
Yeah, definitely.
So back in the day, a property manager could easily do sort of 250, 300. Now they're doing the 150 per hat, which is averaged out over experienced and non-experienced people. So that sort of change in the industry has caused, I suppose, a lot more professionalism as far as that goes. And you see a lot of people in the industry, a lot of property managers have actually shifted out of the business.
Yeah.
Are we seeing a shortage of people in property management,
I would say so.
especially on the experience side?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yep. What do we do to fix that?
Um,
And don't say pay more money.
I mean,
That
would
helps.
give
It always does help, doesn't it?
I guess you just got to give, like, your PM's just got to I guess management has also got to make sure that they're backing up their PMs. Like, they've got their backs at the end of the day, that they're working with a good team, good management. So I guess look out for them and
Should that be
things becomes hard, I guess.
should that be another thing that landlords look at when they're trying to dissect an agency? Should they be asking the property manager or the BDMs?
What's the turnover like?
Yeah, what's the
yeah.
turnover, or even what's the support from management?
Yeah, definitely. I think so.
Yep. I think so as well. I think that's very important.
How do they find these things out?
Who?
Because it's easy. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's cut the bullshit, right? You're a BDM. Okay. You've got strong abilities to show people why we're the best people.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as, let's look at it from a landlord's perspective, it's very hard for them to cut through.
Yeah.
Would that be true?
Yeah.
How would they know? They can be told that by several different agents that we're the best and our team's awesome. And I've always thought, how do they know? What's the way they know that it's a quality business that runs a quality shop for them? Is there any indicator you can think of that they can really cut through and just know that these people do the right job?
I think it's when you're doing the appraisals. I think they can tell whether you're being honest or not. So, you can say that you guys are the best, but, you need to prove it and they need to be able to trust you and build that relationship with you as well.
Yep.
So,
anyone can tell you what you want to hear at the end of the day.
Reviews.
Yeah,
Reviews.
Thing, yep.
So we've got reviews, we've got the online portals, we've got all those ways. I've always thought, and this is my theory on this, and I'll share it. I've always thought that with this, even though it's your home and you can still be like, it's not your home, it's your investment property, but people are still emotional about property, right?
Yeah.
Regardless of being an investment. But if you can think of it like a professional investor, if you look at that home like a business, what is the indicator that someone's doing a good job? And that's, to me, they're not willing to sacrifice their own money to help you with your property, because it is a business transaction, right? So if we have a fee and we are worth our fee and we know that we need that fee to do the job effectively, then if we cut corners on that fee, what are we cutting corners on of the effectiveness of doing the job?
100%.
That's where I've always had a position for any service I've ever. I go to a tradie, I need a plumber or electrician. I'll get multiple quotes, but I'll also ask the question, hey, how much cheaper can you do it for? Because I want to get it as cheap as possible, obviously.
Yeah.
But do I? That's the thing you got to ponder. Do I really want to get it cheap? Because if I get it too cheap, if I choose the real cheap one, I know I'm going to run into problems.
What corners are they cutting?
Yeah.
Correct. And I'm probably built a little different from a lot of people. I'll always look for a fair fee. I'll get an average of the industry and look for a fair fee and then hope I get a fair job. And I think on the BDM side, and when you're ringing your property manager saying, hey, can I get it cheaper? You know, interest rates have just gone up. I want you guys to make your fees cheaper.
Yeah.
To me, if they just say yes straight away,
Yeah.
half the time, it means that they're going to cut corners somewhere
100%.
Yeah.
because there's no other way around it.
And if they're that easy to drop that fee or negotiate down, what else are they not negotiating for you? Yeah.
Correct. Are they going to do the increases properly? I mean, you think about the fee. If we're $40 a week, right, on average, you know, thereabouts $40-$45 a week, then not doing your increase right by $10 or $20 just costs you more than you can ask as a discount on the fee.
Yeah. Well, not advertising property and the property's vacant for 3 weeks as opposed to 3 days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed. Okay, ladies, in the industry, who do you like feel for the most? Who is out there that you go, oh God, they're having a hard time, want to try and help them?
I would feel sorry the most for the landlords that self-manage. So they
Right,
decide
really?
they decide to self-manage to save their fees. But in the long run, a lot of the time it does actually cost them more. And once things have got to an extreme with their tenant maybe not paying rent or, trashing a property, for example, that's when they're then too embarrassed to call an agent for help or for their advice.
And why would they? Is it because of mortgage, household pressure? Is it all that sort of stuff trying to save the property that they wouldn't pay the agent's fees? I mean,
Probably a mix of all of it, really.
There-
Yes.
yeah, mix of all of it.
Yeah.
And I don't think they realize how much actually goes into managing a property. So they
Especially on today's terms, which we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
The amount of responsibility, legislation,
compliance.
compliance, smoke alarms,
Yeah.
swimming pool compliance, all that sort of stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Correct.
So when they get rid of the fee, because of cost of living or whatever their reason is, they run into trouble, but they don't realise that amongst that fee is the protection.
Yeah, of course.
We provide protection. We run all those things.
Yeah.
So what's their solution? I mean, what if they're in a hard situation? What do they do today?
Well, as long as they've got all their paperwork, which majority of the time they won't, the only thing that they can really do is go to NCAT. Whereas, if they engage an agent that can give them the advice that they need and tell them the steps that they need to take to, either better the tenancy or get the tenant out of the property to benefit them and then start fresh.
See, what we've always tried to do is if there's a landlord out there, and if you're listening, there is a landlord out there and you are self-managing, we're happy to have a conversation.
100%.
And it doesn't mean like come in and sign a piece of paper or we're not going to help you.
Yeah.
Like just have a conversation. Ring our property managers, ring our BDMs, ring anyone in our property management team, and we're happy to just have a conversation. It might lead to us managing your property for you, but at the end of the day, it's just a conversation about how to help you out of the situation. We can give advice.
Yep.
We're happy to give free advice to a self-managed landlord.
Yep.
To get them out of the bind that they're in. It's just call us. I
Or also
suppose that's the
judgment-free
message.
zone as well.
Sorry.
Judgment-free zone.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's not about any decisions you might have made in the past. It's about what decisions we have to make in the future.
Yeah.
To get you out of your situation.
The scary thing is they don't have access to the databases that we do in regards to screening tenants.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, that's true.
people might turn up to the property and seem like the nicest people, but they actually don't know the history, or it's, they might give them something that's actually not true and they just believe it. So a lot of the time they're the ones that are being taken advantage of as well.
Yeah. I see a lot of people that probably, no disrespect to tenants out there, but there are some tenants out there that have actually had a lot of trouble in properties and caused the trouble half the time themselves.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that go looking for self-managed.
Yeah, because no other
landlords,
agent will
like
give.
marketplaces, because
course.
agents won't actually lease to them. Yeah.
Correct.
Yep. And 95% of landlords out there are lovely people, and they just feel sorry for them and give them a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. People
Yep.
play on emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. All right, so now we're going to do something a little different. We're going to hit you with a little bit of Q&A, and we've got a buzzer here. First one to hit the buzzer gets to answer the question. So here's the big red buzzer. There you go, ladies.
Turn it this way so you see the cross.
I spin it round so the X is either facing me or facing you. There's an X there.
Sorry, there we go.
That gives me the light and tells me who is the light. All righty. No fighting over it, ladies. I don't want you to start grabbing your microphones and donging each other on the head. So we'll go the first one. Clients prefer email, call or text?
Call.
They prefer call?
Yes.
Excellent. If you could change one tenancy law, what would it be?
There are 90 days, no ground scrapping. I want it back.
Yes, so you can, okay,
Yeah.
we get that.
Yeah.
Everyone else wants to know what that is and why, give us a call. We'll tell you what it is. Who is the funniest person in your office?
Not Damien.
A little bit of a personal attack there, hey?
Never.
I think I am, and that's all that counts.
You're right.
Yeah. Most underrated PM skill?
I don't know.
Go on,
we're
continue.
we're helpful. We're empathetic. We're helpful.
Helpful.
Yeah.
So empathy.
Yeah.
Well done. Okay, most rewarding part of your job?
Relationships and the team culture.
Team culture. All right. Are we coffee people for an inspection or not? Oh, they've killed the buzzer.
Throw it away.
Where did that go?
Onto the table.
Getting down on the floor.
No.
Of course.
I'm an energy drinker.
Energy
Sorry.
drinks.
Yeah.
Got to get off those things.
I know, it makes me a bit jittery, to be honest.
Terrible.
I know.
Probably more women than men drink them too, you know, Nick.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's because you
Coffee,
get life
but
harder.
chewing gum after.
Coffee.
You need the chewing gum after.
Have the coffee, then the chewing gum. Why's that? Coffee breath?
Yeah.
So you're self-conscious about the coffee breath at an inspection? Okay. Well, that wraps up, ladies. You killed the buzzer at the right time because that was the last little Q&A.
She couldn't handle it.
Throw it away.
Thank you for joining us and really appreciate your time. I know you got busy lives at home and work, and we wish you well. And before we go, last question. If you weren't in real estate, Katie, what would you be doing?
I've always thought I'd like to be a nurse.
A nurse?
Yes.
Or you're very empathetic with your clients. I get it.
I've done this job too long now, though. I don't know that I would, but it's something nice that maybe if that's something I thought about later in my life.
Well, Katie, I love you as a property manager, and I would hate to lose you. But if that's something that you have in your mind, and I'm being serious now, you make a plan. I'll help you make the plan.
Yeah, no, I know you would.
I will help you transition from being a real estate agent over time while you do your studies to be a nurse and get you into the industry you want to be in.
Oh, thanks, Damien. I know you would. I know
Just
you would.
it's I don't. Our team culture is people have to be happy, and
Yeah, of course.
if you believe you're happier being a nurse in 5 years' time, I'll help you get there.
Thanks.
All right.
That's
So
nice to know.
remember that.
Yep.
Naomi is.
I want to be retired then.
You want me to help you retire? No, I'm not doing that one. I'm not doing that one. Well, we had many discussions on your fourth pregnancy about what you want to do when you're coming back, and this popped up as BDM, and you made that transition from property manager to BDM.
Yeah.
Before and after, and that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So that's it's interesting. Nurse, you're in BDM, wanting to be retired, stay-at-home mum, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be a stay-at-home mum. That's why I work.
Yeah. Let's be honest. You do come to work and say, "Thank God I'm out of home for a few days."
Yes, that's
Let's
my
be
break.
honest. Yeah.
Works good.
All right.
I
well,
like
thank you,
work.
ladies.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
No worries.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.